Kalei Tong, who is leadership. Jackie Malley called me last night to say she's unavailable because she had a more pressing commitment. So be it. Kalei's workshop is on natural medicine. So it's really interesting to see what she's going to tell us and what we can learn, as well as what we can do as a discussion. And you can ask questions, Kalei, as you go, or you want it at the end?
You can ask questions but as we go along.
Okay. So how should we do that? Raise your hand or?
However, raise your hand.
Francis, how do you want to do that? If they have a question, you just put your hand up so we can visually see.
We can do it that way.
Okay. Or and if we can't see you, then do chat, right?
Yep. Through chat would be best. Because I
Okay.
have it on speaker view right now. Recording.
Okay. So I monitor the chat. We're just kind of getting our thing. You're gonna do, Francis, you're muted.
You can they can send you a question and then maybe you can repeat it.
All righty.
All right.
Okay,
For those
Lavanda,
that-
you help us with this, with the chat.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Kalei.
Okay,
You're
take it away.
on.
Okay, welcome to my workshop on natural medicine. And today, the first thing I wanted to talk about is, okay, wait. So much I have to share, but I gotta narrow it down. And the first thing I wanted to talk about was what our minds are thinking about, okay? A lot of times we worry and we worry about everything, okay? And worrying is not good, okay? Not to say we gotta be stress-free, don't worry, but a lot of what for our good health, okay, is what are we thinking about? We cannot be thinking about negative thoughts, okay? Negative thoughts like worrying. We cannot have negative thoughts in our head because that's what's gonna like be a downer in our health, is what is our mind thinking first, okay? If we think we can heal our bodies first, we can heal our bodies. But if we think we cannot heal our bodies and we think all these negative thoughts, that hinders the process of healing, okay? And a lot of the times we sabotage our own health just by the negative thoughts that we're thinking. So negative thoughts produces negative energy in our bodies, and that's gonna affect our health, okay? Another thing that's gonna really affect our health is that we're so busy, we're not having enough sleep, okay? So just sleeping on a schedule, a regular schedule, getting enough sleep, that's medicine in itself, okay? Getting enough rest. And a lot of us are too busy. Sometimes we don't get enough sleep, maybe 2 or 3 hours. And that affects the health greatly. Sleep is very, very important, okay? For natural medicine, okay? So you have naturally, you're thinking positive. Naturally, you're getting enough sleep, okay? And the next thing I wanted to talk about is water, okay? There was a doctor, his name is Masaru Emoto. And he even discovered that if you label your water, the water crystallizes into positive snowflakes. So if you label the water a positive word, it comes out to a beautiful crystal-like, I don't know if you guys can see it, crystal-like, just by calling it positive. You know, before everybody drank water in a bottle, okay? The water in the bottle, by just labeling it happy or what, positive words. The water took crystals, made snowflakes, and it's a study about the water, okay? Just by calling it what you're drinking, water in the water is living organisms. And the water can hear the message that you're conveying. So what I'm saying is that if the water can hear, and our bodies are made up of water, right? Can you imagine the crystallization in our bodies? By thinking positive thoughts, our body's gonna transform. Change your mind, heal your body. We can have plenty things wrong with us. As we grow older, we get plenty things wrong, arthritis, high blood pressure, whatever. But it's how you see your own sickness. If you seeing it cannot be healed, and then changing our life to okay, so that's the water thing, okay? What kind of water are we drinking? Our bodies are made up of 90% water. So what kind of water are we drinking? So that's important for natural healing, okay? And I like to drink alkaline water. There's a lot of sicknesses can develop in acidic conditions in your body. So if you keep your body alkaline by the foods that you eat, by the water you drink, the more alkaline, the less sickness in your body, okay? So that's something to think about, what kind of water are we drinking? Okay, so the next thing I wanted to share is about now the air we're breathing, okay? The air. And I work in the fish business. I smelling fish day in and day out. And one day I was laying on my bed and I was kind of feeling depressed. And my friend called me up and she said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm feeling depressed." And she said, "Change the smell and you will feel better." And I thought that was a stupid answer. She said, if you're smelling fish all day long, it's in your pores, you're breathing it. Fish is the worst smell to smell. So she says, naturally, you're going to be depressed at the end of the day. Smelling fish, that's the most maybe stinkiest thing you can smell all day long. So she told me, change the smell and you're going to change your mood, okay? So I had already a diffuser, and this is a diffuser, okay? And then she said, if you put good smells like lavender, frankincense, peppermint, that you're gonna instantly change your mood. Well, I put her to the test, okay? Sure enough, I put, right now, today, I put frankincense in my diffuser. And okay, so this is a diffuser. And maybe a lot of you saw it or don't know about it, but controlling your air, what you breathe, I think is important. Okay, so this is what I use in the room, okay? But I even went one step further, and this is what I use in the car, okay? This is the diffuser you put in the car. And especially in the car, there's a lot of allergens in the air. So I put the whatever I want to smell into this and I plug it in the car, and it's very helpful, okay? Another ancient remedy that I use is this. This is vinegar. And with the vinegar, I use it for a lot of things. including like diabetes, high blood pressure. I take 2 teaspoons every day. I use this organic one because I don't know. I just think I don't use the imitation kind. I use this one. And I mean, do you guys use vinegar for something that you guys want to share what you use the vinegar for good health? Has anybody?
I can't see anything.
What do you mean?
She's on phone.
Phones are very limited as far as how many people you can see.
Okay. Oh, well, it's the mother's
Show it again.
Bragg
Sure.
organic apple cider vinegar. And, you know, a lot of people use that for natural healing, you know, the vinegar. So I was just asking if you guys use that. Okay. Anyway,
Kalei, I use it for cleaning. I use it for cleaning. I don't drink it or anything. I just clean around the house.
that's a good window cleaner too. Yeah. The vinegar. Okay. Well, so like, I wanted to talk to you guys about frankincense. So I'm with you can find frankincense anywhere. I mean, pretty much. I'm not like promoting any, it's not like a promotion, but I'm with a company that takes pride in the oils that they make, okay? It's essential oils, 100%. And what kind of oils you use is important, and how they gather the oils is important. Today, I wanted to say about frankincense. A lot of people, frankincense is something that you heard about or you read about, okay? And then the most famous place where you heard about frankincense was in the Bible. That's what the 3 wise men gave Jesus, okay? And then it's like, why did they give Jesus frankincense, myrrh, and gold? Because it didn't mean nothing to me when I read it. Okay, so they gave Jesus this, but it only became important to me after I tried it, okay? And what happened was my throat was sore, okay? And my throat was sore for a week. 3 drops of frankincense and 3 drops of lemon, and voila, no sore throat. And that was my first introducing to actually tasting it, okay? So reading the Bible about it is one level. Taking it is another level. It's another level to understand what the frankincense is, the king of all oils. And it has plenty healing properties, okay? So another thing I was suffering from was my teeth was all sore. Well, frankincense is a natural antiseptic. And how the frankincense, like all the 101 ways you can use frankincense, okay? And that's why it's the king of all oils. You know, I could understand why the wise men gave it. Frankincense and myrrh is 2 of the top oils that you could use to heal your bodies with, okay?
So Kalei, did it help your teeth
It
situation?
helped my teeth, it really did. But I think the number one thing that really helped me was turmeric. I had turmeric pills, and the turmeric, I mixed it and I made a paste out of it with water, just with water. I mixed it And then I put it on my gums and my teeth, and instantly the pain went away. I took ava too, but ava takes a while to heal, like to have an effect on the body. So the quickest remedy was turmeric. And the turmeric is a natural antiseptic, along with the frankincense. Okay, so another good oil. Now, mind you, I keep it all in my bag, all my oils. Okay, wherever I travel with frankincense. Aside from the fact, also, it's a good, excellent anointing oil. So, I use that. I use that oil like medicinal for religious purposes. Um, it just brings you closer to feeling why the wise men gave it to Jesus. Okay. So then lemon. The lemon, lemon is a detoxifier, okay? I put it in my water. And also sometimes like the frankincense, it tastes like medicine, okay? So it's a strong medicine flavor. And the beautiful thing about frankincense, okay, is that it's natural. It's not like, you know, from the pharmaceuticals that you take over the counter or that you get medicine. It resembles the taste of frankincense on the natural. Like when you taste what frankincense tastes like, it tastes like medicine. And that's a natural oil. Okay. And a lot of you thinking that, oh, you never know, you could digest it. And we're not talking a lot, okay? We're talking 3 drops. 3 drops of frankincense. And I use the lemon because lemon tastes better than the frankincense. So I put 3 drops of frankincense and I take it. And one thing about the essential oils, you don't have to continually take it. Today you take it. In 5 minutes, you feel the results. So I'm not one to like take it 3 or 4 times a week. No, just take it 3 drops and then it works.
As needed.
So like the frankincense has like a lot of my friends are musicians, so they sing a lot, and so their throat gets very irritated. No, with frankincense now, that's their best friend because instantly they can sing. So 5 minutes, within 5 minutes of taking the frankincense, the throat is so much better. It's not an ongoing thing, okay? That's what I like about using the essential oils. Okay, the next one is lavender. I use a lot of lavender because like maybe I'm stressed out. So like when time to go to sleep, putting a little lavender under your feet or just smelling it before, it helps calm and relieve your stress. Okay, so even lavender in the diffuser, it really is helpful. Okay, for calm your nerves after a hard day. We don't realize how stressed out we are. We don't, because every day you're just trying to make a living, every day rushing, every day doing the 101 things you got to do. And sleeping, drinking water is all simple things. But a lot of times we overlook it because we're too busy, y'all. Another one that is really good is peppermint. Peppermint is good for sore stomach, digestive kind of. Have any of you guys used peppermint for anything? Lavender?
Headaches, you put it on your temple and then you put just a little bit on the tip of your tongue And then that helps the headaches go away, or even stress, but on the temples and then on the tip of your tongue. But you have to put a little bit because it's really strong. But it works because I had this girl that she was in a bridal, in a wedding, and she was so stressed out. So I gave her the peppermint, on her tongue, and then it helped her, what you call being in the bridal wedding. So that brought her stress down. So I like to use that instead of um, uh, regular um, pills. Yeah, Tylenol or ibuprofen. I take enough of that. So try to go natural. But that's what I do.
Do any of you guys want to share what you use for natural healing?
Chutama, you use some oils, right? Where did
What,
Chutama go?
what did you say?
No, Chutama, I know at one time used your oil, the oil similar to yours, but I don't see her unmuted, so I'm not sure if she's going to speak. But I don't use any oils or anything.
Tell her I think she wants to say something, but she's muted.
Chu, you need to unmute. Can we unmute her? Oh, ask to unmute. Oh, I guess she has to do it.
Okay,
Oh, there
am
she
I
is.
unmute?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm have been using these essential oil, like all the oil that you mentioned. I have all kind of oils. Lavender, peppermint. I love my peppermint, and I stay away from cold, from flu, from COVID, or all kind. I use peppermint, and always also from when I'm driving, and that's my number one oil is peppermint. And lavender, I calm myself, and all kind. And what other one in my for the cooking? Also have all kind of oils too. I have roses, and I have frankincense, and had I don't know, a whole bunch of them.
Thank you, Chu. Anybody else?
Well, I've been kind of new at this oil thing, but I have been using it actually every day on the diffuser. I use the On Guard so that, to keep healthy and the air clean. I have a 3.5-year-old little boy here, so I want to be sure that, he doesn't catch a cold and stuff like that. And, we've been healthy this whole time. And another thing besides oils, I mean, I don't know I need to learn how to use all these different oils for the different ailments and stuff like that, but years ago, I used to do this thing called Zango, which is from the mangosteen fruit. And, a lot of people think that eating a mangosteen fruit is healthy. It is a very sweet fruit, but actually the the health proprietaries, it's actually the whole pericarp that has the healing properties, and you cannot just eat that because it's very, very bitter, and so I used to do that as a business years ago, and I stopped. But when the years that I didn't have it, I kind of missed it, so I kind of searched for it. So like I buy it through the internet, and at least I have it in the refrigerator for like maybe a sore stomach, runny, headaches, stress. I use that kind of things too, because I never use any kind of medication kind of stuff. Stay away from those things, going naturally. So besides that, I mean, and I know at one time Kalei had given us a workshop on different kind of teas, natural teas, and we have a lot of those trees here in the islands. And I mean, our family, my husband and I, we don't have any high blood pressure problem or diabetes problem, but he liked to gather those things and he liked to share it with people that he know has it. And so he'll dry it and he'll make a tea and then he'll give it to them, And so because we have it, a lot of times that we do the banaba tea and also the karumangai, the moringa. We use that occasionally. We drink that as our tea instead of the regular commercial kind of tea. There's many more, but I guess the banaba and then the karumangai, that's actually more accessible to us. So we've been doing that instead of going and purchasing online. At one time, she talked about the butterfly tea or something. What do you call it? Kalei Tong. Did she disappear?
Oh, she's there.
Oh, yeah. So, and she shared with a lot of stuff, but I haven't been able to find those plants. So, and I would rather just do things naturally.
Anybody else? Okay, yeah, I don't see Kalei now. Oh, where? Francis, where did Kalei go?
I don't see her either. I am looking at the gallery and she must have pressed the wrong button. So she's
she'll
not on anymore.
She'll
She
come
has to
back in.
call in again.
Well,
No.
she's on a computer, so she'll probably log back in.
Oh, okay.
Anyone want to add to any natural remedies that you use besides the oils? And then Elaine mentioned teas.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I do have this. She asked if I use anything with vinegar besides, just taking it like that. And then I have this Indian healing clay that my daughter got because I always have problems with my feet. Yeah. So that mixed with the vinegar, I soak it for like about 5 or 10 minutes, I think. And then it's supposed to help my feet. But to get to do it sometimes, it's such a bother because then I have to get the pan out and then sit there for however long it takes. But it does soothe, and it's also good for your face as well. So I do more for the face than I do for the feet. But it's supposed to soothe your feet because I have what you call like um, neuropathy. My feet is numb most of the time, so I use that to soothe my feet, and it helps. But I don't do it as often as I like. But I do have some of the oil she mentioned, and I like to use that.
I've also heard about the Himalayan salt lamp, and at one time years ago, our friend gave us one, and I used to put it on, but I mean, I didn't notice anything that was happening to us or whatever, but somehow it just melted kind of, and it kind of ruined my my headstand, the top of it, and so I finally threw it away. But I don't know if anybody else had tried that, but the Himalayan salt lamp.
Yeah.
I read about it, but I never tried it.
Let me try call Kalei. Keep talking because I'm gonna try reach Kalei.
I just
Can-
called her, Ruth,
Okay,
and she says she's trying to log back in.
okay,
Can I say one thing?
go ahead.
Okay, there's one thing that I like to use for food poisoning or upset stomach. I will use these activated charcoal. You can buy them at a health food store or at Long's. It's come in capsules. So it's the charcoal that they put in the capsules, and you take about 4 of them, and it will help with your food poisoning. And this is what they use. I was told use in the hospital, but in a big quantity.
think I tried that once in the hospital,
Yeah, they
but it
give it
wasn't
to you a lot.
yeah, it wasn't a capsule either. I think it was the
No,
whole charcoal. Long time ago, I remember.
it's always good to
But
have it at home. I use them when I travel. I travel a lot and then eat different kind of food, different countries. And always, every now and then come down with some kind of food poisoning. And that's always I carry them.
ginger works for me when I have upset stomach or nauseated. It can be in a candy form, or in a lihimoy form or straight ginger, but any type of ginger is, I always take that. I always tell my daughter to take it, but she doesn't believe me that it works. So, but I take it because it works for me. Positive thinking. That's true, positive thinking, because everything can work for me, but if I give it to somebody else, they go, well, is it going to work? No, you have to think positive. Yes, it's going to work, but they never get over that negative thinking. Yes, so it ends up not working for them. But whatever oils I have like that, it always works for me because it's, like she said, positive thinking.
Maybe that's why when I go on the cruise, nothing works because I'm always afraid that I'm going to be sick anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's Kalei.
Kalei, unmute.
Oh, mute
Unmute.
Kalei. Unmute
Kalei.
you on the bottom
Hey,
She goes.
corner.
sorry, I got
Okay.
cut off.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
were just talking, Kalei, as to what different people are using as their natural remedies while you were awake. So we can continue with you.
Okay.
Is there any questions? I just skimmed the surface. There's so many oils out there. Even like the newest one for me, I'm using CBD oil now for a lot of my aches and pains. And I find that very helpful, but all the essential oils have healing properties. You just have to try them. If anybody has any questions,
So are you doing lavender right now? Because I see some mist.
I am doing frankincense, and
Oh,
I'm doing the frankincense because it helps focus. I didn't like my mind wandering, so I gotta stay focused. So I put frankincense in the air. Even there's a lot of frankincense out there. There's a lot of different oils. There's a lot of companies out there, and I'm just saying that you gotta watch how they're extracting the oils. So, like for the diffuser, sometimes I use the cheaper oils because you just putting it in the air. And I'm saying that I didn't know, maybe I had junk attitude for years because fish is very stink. And so maybe I had a bad attitude, I don't know. But I'm saying that, having the diffuser on, it really does change the way you feel. Um, I got introduced to the car one from my grandchildren. I saw my daughter's car and I thought it was on fire and she had the grandchildren in the car and I got all worked up. But it was
I
a
think
car
somebody.
diffuser.
Okay, Kalei, hold on. I think somebody wants to speak. Is that Denise?
Yeah. This is
Yes.
Denise.
Oh,
Yeah.
Denise
Kalei,
was.
Yes.
Kalei, do you have any idea what type of source they extract frankincense from? Is it from a plant?
It's from a plant. It's the resin from the Boswellia plant.
Oh, okay.
They have a scientific name.
Yeah.
But it's a resin. And
Okay.
it's just a really good good oil to have in your arsenal of healing medicines. That's what I carry in my bag. And I don't travel without it. Smelling it, rubbing it on your hands. You cannot get enough when you get into the oils. You cannot get enough essential oils.
Yeah. That's interesting. I have no idea what it even smells like. I don't think I've ever been exposed to it. So I'm going to have to look for some and, you know, try. But I've heard that during, you know, like you referred to the biblical times when the three wise men, you know, gave the baby Jesus the frankincense, that at that time period, it was frankincense was like the equivalent of what gold is worth nowadays. It was very prized, it was very expensive, and that was why it was one of the gifts that they gave him, because it was very valuable and very revered. And yet I've never known, you know, what exactly it is, or like I said, know what it smells like or anything. So that's very interesting. I'm glad you talked about that. Now I'm curious. Yeah.
Dixie?
Dixie, you gotta turn off your mute. Dixie. Oh wait, she walked away.
She probably went to get help.
Yeah. Unmute.
There, can you speak? Okay, can you hear me now? Hi, I came late, but this is interesting. In the same vein, I don't know what myrrh is. Frankincense, myrrh, and what was the other one that they gave to as the gift to Jesus Christ, the baby. Anyway.
Myrrh and gold.
And gold, okay. I just wanted to point out a caveat with all this organic, natural, homeopathic medicine. The thing is, some of these are not safe. So if at all, God forbid, you'll be hospitalized and you will need surgery, you will have to tell the nurse or whoever is getting your history that you are also taking these things, because you don't know how it's going to interact with anesthesia. Say, for example, St. John's wort. It's good for depression. It's supposed to be natural. It's plant-based, but it can cause bleeding. So if you're going to go for surgery, you might be bleeding and they don't know why you're bleeding. So what I'm saying is just a warning that when you are asked to list your medications, make sure, some people won't even put that you're taking aspirin, okay, because they don't think it's a medicine, especially if you're taking it every day. Or you're taking, mostly it involves things that you take orally, okay? Maybe those things that you take externally won't affect. Like say that CBD might get absorbed, and when you go for testing, if you're gonna apply for a job as a state employee, you wanna apply to be a policeman or whatever, it will show in your blood test that you might be taking drugs. So you just have to be a little bit more aware. Yeah, these things are good, but you have to be aware of those things. That's it. This is a very interesting topic, really.
Well, I use the frankincense myrrh. I have like anointing oil, yeah, and that I usually use it for external, like when my body aches like that and I need to get a massage I'll use that oil, and it's so soothing. My grandchildren thought I was the miracle worker, because every time they had a tummy ache, my daughter would send them up to me, and I would use the oil to rub their stomach, for the kids, up until they were like 10 years old. Now they're too big, so I
Hey, can you mute?
don't have to rub their bone. But I use that for stomach, and for the kids, when they had an ache or little bites, mosquito bites like that, and I would put the oil on it. But usually it's external, not internal. Yeah. So I have my anointing oil over here from Israel.
Oh,
And look, Israel now.
okay.
Anybody else?
Any other
You know,
comment?
as with everything, it's a mindset. We want to make changes in our life, or we want to get healthy. It's all in our minds. It's a mindset. And I just want to encourage you folks to research, try something different, especially the diffuser. That's something doable. You know, you don't you don't have to go like digest everything, but I just want to encourage you folks with the diffuser, especially, yeah, because it's mind blowing how it changes the way you feel. Put it to the test, you know.
Thank you, Kalei. Anyone else? Any more comments? Anything in the chat? Nothing?
Patricia,
Nope, nothing in the chat. No
Oh,
no,
questions.
Pat.
Okay.
Can
Okay,
I
I
say
just
one
wanted to add something.
Sure.
I took a workshop, and the person who taught the workshop put different oils in the water when we did flower arrangements. So I don't know what it was supposed to be or why it's supposed to help, but she was very insistent that we add these oils to the water for the arrangement.
Gave it life. True?
Yes, recently I am using the hemp seed oil to rub on my knee and my hip for my arthritis, and it seemed to help.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, it's hemp seed oil, HEMP.
Yes, you can eat. I eat it too. Yeah, I put it in my salad.
Oh yeah, hemp seed oil. Because I feel I have start of arthritis. Hemp seed.
You can also use CBD ointment or hemp seed oil.
Yeah,
But it,
that.
yeah, it's come from the same family.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I personally use the CBD oil for my knees.
Yeah.
I have pain in my knees, and I just rub it in my knees, and I'm good to go. I don't digest it, but I know you can. But I just use it for my knee, topical.
Anyone else?
Well, I wanted to thank you guys for coming to our workshop. I appreciate you guys coming.
Well, we thank you, Kalei, for teaching us about natural medicine and others that are sharing. So that was very informative. He just woke up. Okay. Just to let you know, on June 22nd, there will be a statewide invitation for Windward, Oahu. We're going to have a speaker from AARP regarding fraud. So it's going to start at 6:30. So that'll be coming up for next month, that if anyone is interested, we're going to have a workshop on that. So it'll work the same way. I will do the Zoom link and then send it to Jackie and Denise, and then the invitation will go out probably through Denise because she has the mass mailing. Okay?
Sounds good.
Anyone else?
Thank
Any
you.
questions? All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Glad to see
Thank
everybody
you.
Thank you,
safe
Ruth.
and healthy. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
We hope.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Ruth.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. End the meeting.